What's going on? It's Pancake Day, man. Let's make some pancakes. Right, dead simple, let's get it going. Okay, protein pancakes. Alright, ingredients. All we need is eggs. If you're on a cut or sort of on a diet, you don't even have to use whole eggs, alright? You can, if you want to, use your liquid egg whites. Okay, so there's two variables there you can go for, depending on what you're sort of doing, if you're bulking, you're cutting, whatever your sort of goals are. Alright, so we got our eggs, basic ingredient. Obviously, we need a protein. Now I use USN Pure GF1. Alright, that's just my choice of protein, but again, it doesn't really matter what protein you want to use. We're going to use stevia sweetener. Alright, now the difference between using this and sugar is this is like a sweetener and it's plant-based, so it's not going to cause sugar spikes that send you off the rails all day, sending you into some sugar-induced coma that we don't want. Alright, we're going to also need some sort of topping. Alright, so I've opted for strawberries and I've gone for a Walden Farms pancake syrup. Now this is literally just zero everything. There's nothing in it. It's basically made up of just all artificial stuff. Now I know that's not the best, but when I'm dieting, I don't really care. It's not going to make me fat, and it's not going to send me insulin levels sugar spiking me off the wall. So I'm happy with that. Alright. Coconut milk, almond milk, whatever you really want, just for a splash, just to lubricate the mixture up a little bit. And also a little bit of cinnamon. Now this helps boost your metabolism. Alright, so get a dash of this in there in the blender and get that in there too. We also need our oats. Alright, now again, personal preference, you can either use your oats or you can use some flour. Doesn't really matter, same sort of carbohydrate content, but today I'm going to go with an oat version. Alright, and then to lubricate the pan, some healthy fat, some coconut oil. Alright, we're going to use like a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon across the course of the whole pancakes to actually get going with that. You can also use some 1-cal spray, but I do find this burns your pancakes a little bit, so you're probably better using the coconut oil. It's like $2.99 from Home and Bargain. If you live in the UK, get involved. Right, first things first, we're going to get 3 eggs. Alright, I'm going to crack them straight into the blender. 1, dash in the bin. 2, and 3. Okay, there's that done. Alright, tea towel. Okay, second up, let's get the protein in there. Now, because we've got some eggs in there, alright, and my protein is quite high protein content, I'm only going to put 1 scoop in. I don't want to make the mix too dry. So let's give it 1 big heap rather than 2. This is 2 servings normally. But I'm going to use just 1 today just to keep the recipe nice and moist, okay? Alright, next up, bit of stevia sweetener. I add this on the top when the pancakes are done as well to make it look good. But I do put a little bit in there. No particular measure. Just get some in. Alright. Now, important you have set scales. Alright, with any sort of measuring your food, gym wise, fitness related, you should be really measuring what you're eating, recording your macros and seeing where you're really at with your foods. Alright, so let's get these oats opened. Alright, now I'm only going to put in 50 grams of oats. Okay, so let's put them in there. 50 grams, just above. So that's cool, I'm happy with that. Alright, mixing that up. Splash of cinnamon. Again, personal preference, how much you like. I'd recommend a teaspoon. Okay, so no teaspoon, so we'll just use half a tablespoon. Does make the pancakes taste quite nice, so definitely get on the cinnamon. Okay, now you've got that, you've got all the raw ingredients in this blender. What we're going to do before we add the milk in is see sort of what consistency we're at here. So we're going to blend it up. As you can see, it's way too thick. There's no sort of liquid in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to tip a little bit of almond milk in. Now, again, you're just adding a splash in just to bring it up to sort of like a cake texture sort of mix. So add that in, blend it up. Right, now that's ready to go. Texture's perfect. if I can just sort of show you the texture. I don't know if we'll be able to get this on the laptop camera. Alright, it's quite thick. You can sort of see the consistency there. That was close. All over my new MacBook. Woo, that would not have been cool. Right, time to get the pan on the hob. Now I've left the hob on while I've been getting all that ready. So I'm going to get the coconut oil on the pan. Got myself a nice thin pancake pan for this. It's actually called a crepe pan, I think. Right, so I'm going to bang that on there. I'm going to put just, let's say, 1/4 tablespoon of oil in the pan, just to get it going. Now it is a non-stick pan, but I just want to get it in there. Spread it all around the pan. Non-stick pan, so I shouldn't be using a metal spoon on here, should I really? My mum will tell me off. Okay, let the oil melt into a thin liquid. Spreading it around. It smells so good, coconut oil. And that is ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab the mixture, give it a swill. I'm going to pour right in the middle of the red dot a thin blob. Okay, and leave that there. Lick the edge of the pan, of course. Alright, now let's see if we can just zoom in a little bit here. Again, if I had my video camera, this would be a lot better, but I'm doing the best I can here. Alright, I'm going to just keep it in a nice tight circle. Flatten it out on the top. This is an art, by the way. It is an actual art, pancake making. Okay, this is looking good. Alright, as you can see, the bottom is cooked. Alright, now there's a thin layer of goo on the top that's not quite cooked. Now, how I like my pancakes, guys, I don't like to flip them because it makes them too dry. So, as you can see on the bottom, that is done. Alright, but we're going to keep the top layer slightly gooey. Alright, and it just allows the pancakes to hold more moisture and they're much more tasty. Alright, so that's one pancake done. I'm going to get the rest done and then I'll show you how they turn out. Right, so pancakes cooked. Alright, get them on a plate, get them into the table, get them onto the table, and we'll add the toppings on, alright? So if you just have a little look at where we're at, it doesn't look the most presentable bit of pancake at the moment, alright? But we do have a nice gooey filling, alright? As you can see, this is why I keep the top of the pancakes like sort of moist, because it makes them so much better when we're coming to this part. Right, now, first things first, I always save a tiny bit of the pancake mix. Now, the reason for that is because I like to put a little bit of it on the top and just do it round, just to add again that little bit more moisture. Okay, so we can spread that out on the top. Now, eggs are pasteurised, so if you're thinking and worried about eating raw eggs, it's fine. They don't taste like raw eggs, they're pasteurised, so they're safe to eat. You're not going to get salmonella or anything like that. Right, so there's that on there. Second of all, 0% fat Greek yogurt. I'm going to get some of this on the top. Spread it all across. Again, really good macros on this, high in protein, and tastes great. So there's that. Now again, toppings are all your personal choice. This is just what I like to put on my pancakes. I am by far I am not the best at presenting these, but I don't care because they taste great. So until you try them, you know, it doesn't really matter what they look like, I suppose, does it? So strawberries, alright, let's bang some of them on the top. Looking good. Alright, I'm only going to go for 2. Okay, and then the best ingredient of them all is this pancake syrup. If you haven't tried this, you need to get on this. I use this when I'm dieting, and it just tastes unbelievable. Alright, so that's pouring on there. Topped off with stevia sweetener. Alright, now tell me, guys, they just don't look outrageous. Cut one open for you. Alright, check out that. Alright, so, well, I'm going to get heavily involved in my pancakes. I hope that showed you how to make some decent protein pancakes that will support your training and keep you lean. You don't be too unhealthy about it. Right, so that's it. Go enjoy your pancakes. Now, leave comments on the video, share the video. If there's people that aren't sure, that you know, that want to make protein pancakes, again, tag them in it, post it on the wall. You're doing me a favour. You're helping my YouTube channel grow, and that is exactly what I want to do. So, nice one, guys. Go enjoy Pancake Day. Just like I am. Peace out.